Hey random stranger! So we're checking out Snarky Puppy's Outlier today, courtesy of Paiking. So thanks Paiking for this recommendation, and here we go. Oh, this is gonna build into an epic peak, isn't it? Something oddly satisfying about this uneven spreading out of the beats. This almost sounds like it's in 6/4 time. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Like 2 bars of 6/4 and 1 bar of 9/4. Anyway, I love the unevenness of it already. Ah, this drummer's mad. Ah, this part is so crispy. I love that, like, hi-hat work. There's just also something about the combination of these instruments. Like that fat synth. So it's like a full-on like orchestra. Just sitting there? Or is it an audience? No, I saw some of them like holding instruments. Oh, yeah, I love that ramp up in tension. Oh my god. This is just tickling every bone, every musical bone in my body. I've not heard these guys before. What? Okay, so we're going back to this like main theme. Yeah, I love these breakdown parts. 4, 5, 6. Oh man, they're kind of playing with that core beat structure that they laid down at the beginning. The drummer is having so much fun. Oh, that little drum roll. Damn, it's good. I love the little call and response thing between the drummer and the sax. That was awesome. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh my god, you know what? This is magic. It's magic when the musicians are just listening so intently to each other and just playing off each other. Oh, good. Nice. Yeah, me too, man. Damn. Oh my man, they're masters in their instruments and just coming together. It's a group of them. Crazy. Those poor violinists just sitting there, just not being a part of this. Damn. Oh no, nope. His earphones. The intensity and the genius of his solo is just so great. Just blasted his headphones off him. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got the dirty, dirty synth keyboard now. Yeah, I love how these themes keep coming back, but just with just hugely different variations. Yeah, this is progressive playing at its like finest. Oh man, yeah. Big ups, man. Can't believe I've not heard these guys. I mean, it's really jazz funk fusion. Like, I love their take on jazz, whatever exact form that is. I'm definitely going to be checking out their work after this. There are so many things to rave about this piece. Like, obviously, the incredible solos. I think the drummer is crazy. The saxophonist, obviously, but also I loved the interactions and the tightness of the band. Like that part in the middle somewhere, around 3:35, when they sort of mimic each other's improvisations. Da-da-da-da. And then like the synth pad person kind of just matches their intensity and changes like the notes that he's playing, which is really cool. Yeah, I really enjoy it when musicians just play off each other like that. There's also like the oddity of the time signature and how they played around with it. To me, it sounded like, so it was a bar of 6/4 time followed by 9/4 time. I mean, if you go back to the beginning, you could just as easily just say it's a straight up 3/4. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, but I don't know, it sounds like to me the way that they emphasize the first beats, it fits more neatly into one bar of 6/4. Okay, we'll just count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on and so forth. And look, if you jump into music theory world, you will find world wars started over time signature notation, but that's just what it sounds like to me. They definitely, regardless of what the exact time signature is, they definitely emphasize the first beats at unevenly spaced time periods, which is what kind of gives it that constantly driving forward momentum that I really enjoyed, that lasted throughout the entire piece. Notwithstanding that time signature is kind of like a gray area, what I did love about it though, and how they played with that core beat structure, is how they when they were doing their cool variations and solos, they flirted around with that 6/4, 9/4 structure to try and unstabilize it at the edges. So here, like the synth keyboardist, he kind of like plays around with it by coming in like an 8th note too early. 2 3 4 5 6 1. Like, see how they came in early there? The drummer's playing around with it as well. And then it's not for a while until you kind of get back to that 6/4, 9/4 chord structure. Actually, I don't know if we ever return back to like the relative stability of the beginning. It's just so off the beat, like from this point all the way to the end. Guy clapping. It's just so freaking syncopated. I love it. Something else that I really liked about this track is how in and amongst like all the musical genius and improvisation and all the wild stuff that happens in all the different parts, everything is actually centered around a fairly solid chord progression that is in itself highly unusual, but is centered around one chord, like the C. Yeah, I knew I could rely on hook theory. So these are the chords for Outlier. And it's like 1, flat 3, 2, flat 6. So it's based around the 1, 2, 3, and 6. No sight of 4s or 5s, which is already unusual. I think what I really like about this choice of chord progressions is that it tilts towards 1 always. Like 1, flat 3, 2. Now the flatted 6, so the 6 has tonic function because it does, you'll notice, have the C as part of one of its notes. So C, E, G, that's just a straight 1 chord. And then the flat 6 has the C and the G as well, but it's flatted like the other notes, and then there's an extra E flat in there. They have like the 1, the 2 chord, and then this weird like D flat major 7, so like the flatted 2. Within that progression, you have just a weird variation of the 2. They're so close, but they're also really far away. So it's a bit weird. You're kind of going 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. Like it's always going, just staying around that 1 chord zone, but making it super interesting by just tweaking a note here or two so that all of a sudden it's like, wow, it feels like we're constantly going back to the C, the 1 chord, but also in a really weird way. So it's very stimulating for like the ears. It's like they managed to simultaneously not stray too far, but also create tension in these highly unusual ways that makes you feel like you have just gone on a really, really long journey without even hitting like the typical ways that songs create tension, which is like the use of the 4 or the 5 or the 7. I've always been drawn to pieces of music that like start with a clear, solid foundation and then get really creative with it, like adding layers and twisting expectations and playing with variations in unusual ways, all the while keeping that original structure intact. So whether it was like this basic chord progression that they built on, or the beat structure that they set out at the very start of the track, it was kind of watching like a skilled tightrope walker. You know, there's that perfect balance between the original structure and then unpredictability. And I feel like that's what sets a track like Outlier apart. It takes real artistic skill to work chaos into an existing framework, to weave these elements of complexity and surprise into an established pattern, as opposed to just throwing random elements together into one messy soup of chaos that kind of just sounds confused and unfocused. So yeah, thank you so much for like introducing this track to me. I don't know, my mind is blown. What did Hook Theory actually say? So chord complexity is 96, which makes sense. Chord progression novelty 99, I highly agree with that. Melodic complexity 97. Yeah, it confirms why I love this song. It's just because it's just so unusual. Thank you so much for introducing this track to me. That was awesome.